roasting the states I'm driving through for absolutely no good reason. Welcome to Colorado. They call this place colorful Colorado, but honestly, colorful to who? A Cocker Spaniel? Yes, Colorado, the state that looks like Patagonia and smells like trail mix, marijuana, and bad decisions. Oh, Colorado, you high-altitude overachiever. You're like a Whole Foods that gained sentience and then tried to run for office. Your state motto should be weed and white people. You've got all the charm of an Old Navy fitting room and the smugness of a Jaguar commercial. Colorado, where the rent is high, but the people are higher. Colorado's whole vibe is, come for the mountains and stay because you got altitude sickness and can't drive. Denver thinks that it's a real city now just because it has traffic, but let me tell you something. A skyline doesn't count if half of it is vape smoke and the other half is people crying because they miss Austin. Congratulations, you've built the world's first city where it's socially acceptable to be high, ride an electric scooter into traffic, and still call yourself an entrepreneur. Boulder? That's not a town. That's what happens when a yoga mat gentrifies a hiking trail. Everybody there looks like they survived Burning Man and decided enlightenment was just owning more Patagonia. Aspen. Ooh, Aspen, where billionaires cosplay as lumberjacks for the winter and pretend $75 hamburgers are rustic. Aspen is Beverly Hills in snow pants, where millionaires cosplay as lumberjacks and call it roughing it because the hot tub isn't geothermal. You can spot a local because they're the only ones not wearing a jacket that costs more than your car. Now let's talk about the mountains. Yes, they're beautiful. Shut up about it! Every conversation with a Coloradan starts with, have you done a 14er? No, Kyle, some of us have jobs. You all treat altitude sickness like it's some kind of personality trait. You know, every photo of Colorado looks like it was taken by a moose with a GoPro. But those ski mountains are beautiful. Each one topped with sparkling, blinding, white people, trying desperately to hold on to the one sport that they still dominate in. For now. The ski slopes in Colorado are like popsicles. Wonderful when they're frozen, but when they start to melt, they get gross and sticky. You've got jagged mountains, you've got endless forest, you've got rivers that whisper ancient secrets. And somehow every third person kayaking down them is named Bryce and works in blockchain. Every square inch of this place looks like it's begging to be printed on a $90 bottle of water. But beneath that glorious snow-dusted exterior, chaos. Do you know how I said New Mexico is a fever dream? Colorado is what happens when a fever dream gets a bachelor's degree in environmental science and an addiction to microbreweries. And the weather, oh my God! Your seasons are winter, still winter, fire, and mud. The sun is almost always out. Almost. But it never helps. It's like a smug friend who watches you struggle and say, well, we're praying for you. Sunny skies? Check. Blizzards? Also check. Random hailstorm the size of golf balls while you're trying to order a breakfast burrito? Double check. In Colorado, it can snow 14 inches in May and no one even blinks. It's just like, better wax the skis, Chad. Speaking of skis, every single person in Colorado thinks that they're one bad breakup away from living in a van and starting a ski vlog. Every single one. Colorado's economy runs on tourism, weed, and people buying authentic Navajo jewelry made in China. People from Colorado don't go on hikes. They go on casual death marches for fun. Oh yeah, that's just a quick trail. It's 14 miles straight up a mountain while a bald eagle judges you and wonders how many calories you are. Every Coloradan thinks that they're a part-time meteorologist, backcountry medic, and forest ranger. You can't go 5 minutes without someone explaining the difference between snowshoeing and splitboarding like it's the Da Vinci Code. And yes, we get it. You love the outdoors. You're so in love with nature. It's a miracle you haven't tried to marry a pine tree yet. You know who's tougher than Colorado hikers, though? The wildlife. Colorado wildlife includes bears, mountain lions, and tech bros who found themselves on a silent retreat and now think they're shamans. You guys put kale on everything and still get winded walking upstairs. You're the only state where someone will judge you for drinking a soda, but not microdosing on mushrooms at a PTA meeting. In Colorado, a bear can and will steal your Yeti cooler, drink all your beer, and out-hike you while flipping you off with its giant furry middle finger. Meanwhile, the moose in Colorado are built like tanks and have absolutely no fear. You think you're having a nice scenic moment? Boom! Moose. Dead stare. Leave or die. The animals in Colorado respect no one. Not you, not your TikTok, not even your $600 jacket. Remember, kids, if you find one of my stickers, tag me on Instagram. So here's to you, Colorado, you beer-chugging, altitude-grasping, Subaru-worshipping land of chaotic natural selection. You're a state where you can break your ankle, lose your dignity, and get sunburn all before breakfast. That's pretty. I don't have a joke, that's just pretty. Makes me angry whenever I'm roasting a state and it does something like this. Darn you, Colorado! In short, Colorado, you're what happens when Portland and Utah get drunk and hook up on a ski lift. You're beautiful, bizarre, and unbearable, and I wouldn't change a darn thing about you. This is where the altitude is high, the rent is higher, and the residents are so high they think $4,000 a month for a closet in Boulder is a good investment. Other states hike, Colorado ascends, fueled by IPA, weed, and questionable life choices, and an aggressive need to post it all on Instagram. I'm gonna leave now.